and let's give thanks and praises unto Almighty God. Come on, people. Give
Oh,
praises
yeah.
unto the Lord.
Happy Monday to you all. Give thanks and praises,
Give
people.
thanks and praises, cause he's amazing.
Yes, man, it's a great Monday. It's a nice Monday. We are in the land of the living.
Blessings come down.
Yes, man. Positive vibe in the house. The half is in the house with you all this Monday morning. Let's give a little thanks and praise.
Go on your knees and say a prayer, and send your praises to the air.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Hope you all had a great weekend. My weekend was okay. Had some run-ins yesterday with some car problems. Trying to get it solved. But it's all good. I'm here, alive and well. I'm trying to live life as best as I can. Oh yeah. So yes, people. Positive vibes in the house. Hope you all having a great day. As I said before, hope you all had a good weekend. Today we're going to talk about consequences of anger. Yes, man.
Give thanks and praises.
But right now we're just giving thanks and praises, all right? Who we got on today? Who we got on today? Yes, man. Give praises, people.
Reggae style. Come on. Give thanks and praises unto the Lord. Hey.
Yeah.
Give praise. Hallelujah. Give praise.
Those of you who celebrating birthday, wish you all a happy birthday today. Anniversary, happy anniversary.
Put something up in the airway for the Lord.
Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page, GHAPC Entertainment. The Real Hab Edwards YouTube. Yes, man. A lot of you on Facebook, so you all see what's going on. Tell your friends and family a positive vibe, all right?
Africa, give praise. Caribbean, give praise. America, give thanks and praises.
Oh yeah, the panorama competition was Saturday. And Keshawn Julian won with the song Pan by Storm. So congrats to you, Mr. Keshawn Julian. Yes, man. Yes, man. Little thanks and praises. Little thanks and praises in the background. I tell you all, people, you got to give thanks and praises, all right? It's all good, especially in this time. We don't know what direction the world is heading in. So without further ado.
Welcome to Positive Vibes with Daryl Harp Edwards.
Yes, man. Welcome to Positive Vibes. And yeah, today we're going to talk about consequences of anger. You know, because many things could trigger anger, such as stress, family problems, and financial issues. You know, for some people, anger is caused by an underlying disorder, such as alcoholism, you know what I mean? Too much alcohol, depression, Many different things, family issues, all kind of different issues could cause anger. Anger itself is considered a disorder, and by anger is a known symptom of several mental health conditions. Because a lot of people get angry for all kind of different things. So yeah, it could be considered a disorder, and it could be considered part of mental health issues. Some common triggers of anger are losing your patience, feeling as if your opinions or efforts are not appreciated, and injustice. Other causes of anger include memories of a traumatic or engaging event, and worrying about personal problems, sadness, guilt, anxiety, and fear are most of the top 10 primary emotions that get transformed into anger. It's a serious thing, people. Sadness, guilt, personal problems, worrying, all these things are just primary events, that trigger anger, transform into anger easily. And we need to pay attention to that. We all get caught up in a lot of different things and become angry very fast, especially in these times. We got to hold patience. That's why it's good to talk about these little things. Being angry, getting angry too fast. As a result of judging and therefore expressing their full expression, energy becomes anger. And its core, we experience sadness when we have lost something that support our self-identity. And, we get frustrated. So, we got to control ourselves. We got to try to know ourselves. We got to know what gets us angry. We got to know how to pull back and have that patience when anger going to hit. It's serious. We cause ourselves pain, and we cause a lot of different people pain when we get angry. Sometimes we get angry and we just lash out and just start to say things. You know what I mean? We express ourselves in a certain way that, to me, it's just my example, to me, it's like you put away all your intelligence. You let your emotions kick in. When you let emotions kick in like that, and that anger becomes, all the energy get into there, that anger becomes so ferocious. You just say things and you act out however you feel at that point in time. And it can be detrimental to a lot of different things. And then when you come down to yourself now, when you come down and you realize what you done, what you said, maybe a few minutes or a few hours after, when you calm down, you realize it made no sense. It's easy to tear down stuff and destroy relationships and stuff with anger. And when you say certain things. So yeah, we got to take time and check yourself before you wreck yourself when coming to anger. Because as I said, when you let anger override everything and your emotions, and it becomes, your top, your trump card, your trump card, as I may call it, means that it's on top of everything, it can be detrimental. So yes, the common roots of anger include fear, pain, frustration, as I just said. For example, some people become angry as a fearful reaction to uncertainty, to fear of losing a job or fear of failure. Others become angry when they're hurt in relationships or are caused pain by close friends. So for example, it's possible to have an ongoing feud with someone and then realize after days and months, even years, that, we don't remember what we feuding over in the first place. And in the meantime, we said terrible things to each other, maybe even had a few fights. People feud over stuff, quarrel over all kind of different things. And then after, you forget what it is. You and friends and family and that kind of thing, And time pass and, you forget about it. But then other people don't forget. What you all feuding over? Big feud, family feud. Because somebody may say something that you mightn't like. These things happen a lot with family. Big family feuds over small stuff. Which a lot of things could be prevented if someone didn't get angry and say something terrible. Cause big fights. People sometimes hurt us, deliberately or not, in ways we feel justified. We feel justified by our anger. We can't do anything about other people and what they do or say, but we can only change what we do or say, and we need to remember that. We can only change our actions. We can't change other people's actions. You see around me, when anybody get angry around me and that kind of stuff, I pull away. I don't like anger around me. I don't like angry people. Because as far as I'm concerned, when people say stuff when they're angry, it makes no sense. I do not want to engage in anger on anyone who's angry around me. I rather just, relax myself and go in a different direction. Because it's unhealthy in a lot of different ways, It's not good to engage in anger, people. Leave that alone. Well, that's what I do. They say feeling angry is not unhealthy. It's a valid emotion that everyone encounters. Whether or not your anger is healthy, essentially comes down to how it is channeled and how you act upon it. Now that's very serious, how your anger is channeled. People channel their anger according to what's right in front of them at that point in time, what situation they are in at that point in time. Sometimes you might be the unlucky one because at that point in time, that person channeling that anger is towards you when you have nothing to do with the situation. You ever get caught up in that kind of scenario? Yeah, that's how it is sometimes. It essentially comes down to how it is channeled and how you act upon it. And how you act upon it makes a big difference also. So learning to control your anger is not always easy, but very important to do. So yeah, we could start by staying calm, not overreacting. Think before you speak. A lot of us don't think before we speak when we're angry. Not overreacting and choosing your words wisely. A lot of people don't choose the words when we're angry. We just see what's on our mind. These things cause or can cause everlasting memories. Yeah, I'm telling you. You got to choose the words and try not to be angry, people, because we just burst out and say things that, you can't take back. And then you regret it later on. So yeah, you got to think before you speak. Not overreacting and choose the words wisely. It better enables you to express your anger. And if you can't do those things, Just walk away. Try to get some exercise. Go for a walk. Removing yourself physically from the situation, you know. It may help in calming yourself down and think about possible solutions. You see, people, a lot of us get angry for all kind of different reasons. And I think it all boils down to patience. It's how much patience you have to deal with situation or to deal with people nonsense and that kind of stuff. Some people have 100% patience mentality that they can deal with a lot of bullshit before they get angry. Some people could only deal with half of that. Some people, it takes a little bit to get them angry, and some people, they get angry over a lot, anything that they don't like. They have 0% patience when coming to any kind of bullshit. But in life, you need to have patience and try to understand what is before you. Try to understand the people. Try to understand the situation surrounding you, you know, before trying to get mad and trying to escalate things. The best solution is the escalation. So if you think you're a person that can't handle bullshit and you know what I mean, you know, you get angry very fast or offended very fast, you need to try to look at yourself and try to understand that it doesn't help your situation. You need to find words in order to interact with people in different ways and try not to get angry. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people might want to deal with you. Yes, you're no nonsense, no bullshit person. You might be that way. But the way you come across, you know, when trying to say things might offend other people that they might not or will not want to have any kind of dealings with you because they see anger in front of everything else. So yeah, we got to be very careful when expressing ourselves, especially when we are told something we do not like. We got to choose our words wisely. Try not to get angry, especially in this life right about now. The way things are going in the world. It can cause you a job, it can cause you a debt, it can cause you relationships, and all kind of different things, according to how you deal with it. So, controlling your anger will help you feel more in control and able to deal with various situations you face. Controlling your anger helps you deal with your feelings better and more effectively. In addition, you should experience improvements in relationship, such as less fighting and better communication. See, people, when you're angry all the time, people wouldn't want to communicate with you. Because what? They might say something that they might say something that you might take offense to and angry again. You know what I mean? And that time they trying to explain yourself. They trying to communicate with you, but then you take it the wrong way. And you go off again. These things happen from time and time and time because people tend not to control their anger. The long-term physical effects of uncontrolled anger include increased anxiety, high blood pressure, and headaches. So yeah, when you're angry all the time and you can't control yourself, these are some of the effects that you have. Long-term effects, a lot of headaches, always have high blood pressure, anxiety. That means you need to control yourself. Patience. You know, I have a rule. I have some rules that I go by, you know. I always try to remain calm. I always try to remain cool. And I was told this by a person named Bali back in Trinidad and Tobago. When I used to live back in Trinidad and Tobago. Somebody I met, good friend of mine now, you know, but I haven't seen for some years, Bali. From John. Yeah. He said, you know what? Remember this. He said, rule number 1, do not panic. Don't ever panic. He said, rule number 2, always obey rule number 1. And rule number 3 is always obey rule number 2 and rule number 1. Do not panic. Always remain calm regardless what the situations are. Whatever come your way, always try to remain calm. Try to look at things from all angles and try to think before you speak. Come up with solutions instead of trying to cause a problem or ignite the problem. Anger will only ignite problems. Anger doesn't bring solutions. So we have to control ourselves. You know, some long-term strategies for anger management includes regular exercise, learning relaxation techniques, and counseling. Yeah. I think a lot of people who go through anger need a lot of counseling. You know, and maybe they might even have patience to go through counseling. You know, because they might get angry with the counselor who's trying to give them, positive solutions. It's all come down to patience and what you want. And if you're trying to better yourself, you will try to have that patience in order to learn the strategies to calm your anger. So some long-term strategies are relaxation techniques, counseling, exercise. That's why it's very important to control your anger. Control yourself before it controls you. And that's another thing. We let our anger control us. And anger is not the best part of us. It's the worst part of us. It turns out to be the worst part of us. It does not bring out anything good when you're angry. It's like a bottle of Coke and a bottle of water side by side. You shake up the Coke, you open it, it spills out. That's an angry person. You shake up a bottle of water and you open it, it's just remain calm. That's a calm person. Check it out. Think about it. Something to think about. Anger is when you let your ignorance overrides your intelligence. Do not let the ignorance override your intelligence. So just turn to anger. So you need to control your anger before it controls you. Relaxation techniques such as deep breathing can help you calm down angry feelings. Remember, do not let your anger overcome you. Instead, you should overcome your anger. That way, you will not be able to suffer from negative effects of anger. So people, it's serious. Look into yourself if you get angry very easy and think about it. Because, maybe you have a lot of good friends who for you, who want to, who you grew up with and stuff. And you all don't talk no more because of maybe of your anger and how you deal with certain situations or how you maybe dealt with a certain situation that caused you all not to be talking. Family members. Something you may say to a brother or sister or your mother and father because they think you're grown. Because what? Anger. You said something that didn't make sense, didn't call for, that caused us to a problem when there was not any problem there in the first place. Sometimes we say things and look for things that is not there. Things are not always what they seem to be. But then we take it the wrong way. We run with it. Say stuff, do stuff. Makes no sense. And then what? In the long run, a lot of people don't want to deal with you. Because you're quick to anger. So let me play a little music before I go, right? I know some people want to hear a little music, a little something, Music is what? Food for the soul. Yes, man. Music is food for the soul, man. So let me try to do a little something nice for you all today. Because someone mentioned, that I don't play music no more when I come on my talk show. So yeah. So I got to keep on with the music, give you all a little pan, a little steel drums live. Yes, man. So yeah, we're gonna get it live after this little advertisement, all right? Yes, man. The harp is in the house. Hope you all understand what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to say concerning consequences of anger, all right?
D Harp Steel Entertainment presents Positive Vibes with Daryl Harp Edwards every Monday and Friday. Workout Wednesdays and Saturdays. Tune in to the live streams. It's all about performance.
Yes, man. So you're going to do it like this for you all right? Yes, man. Hey, I hope you like that vibe, right? Yeah, a little vibe, man. Jerusalem. That's how you pronounce it, right? Hey, how you all feel? How you all feel? Yeah, a little nice little music on a Monday morning. Well, it's still Monday morning here, right? Yes, man, it's afternoon in the east. When I say the east, New York and these places in the Caribbean. Yes, man, and in the west, it's still morning, 2 hours behind, all right? All right, and all my friends and cousins and stuff in England, you all way ahead, like 6 hours in front, so it's evening by you all. So yeah, so it's all good. So before we go, I got to go to my Bible verses and, I got to go to my Bible verses and my little quotes, on consequences of anger before I leave. Yeah, man. Yes. Hey, I didn't check to see who we got on today on the live. Yes, man. Let me see who's on the live today, man. Try to big up whoever came on the live and checking out positive vibes and having a good time. Yes, I had to big up these people, man. So I got to check to see who's on. Listening to the harp in the house. Oh, yeah. Hey, once again, I just want to congratulate Kishore and Julian for winning the Panagramma competition on Saturday, the NLCB Panagramma competition. All right, many did a great job playing Pan by Storm. Yes, man, by the late great Ken Professor Fillmore. Hey, we had all nights in the house. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Knights? Hey, nice to have you locked on. Showing Cooper was in the house. Although also Alan Cardinal. How you doing, Alan? What's up, man? Hey, hope everything good with you all in Trinidad, all right? I know you all on lockdown. Things rough out there. Hold the fort. You know what I'm saying? Hold the fort. Follow all protocols, all right? All my friends and family in Trinidad, follow all protocols and try and stay safe, all right? Yes, man, because the COVID is real. So, yeah. Before I go, a little Bible quotes and Bible verses and quotes to my topic, consequences of anger. Hey, I hope you all really took in what I had to say and take it serious, all right? Because anger is a serious thing, and when we expose our anger out there, it comes, most of the time anger comes out negative. I don't ever think anger comes out in a positive, note. You don't leave anything positive, but leave a negative stain with people and situations, So Psalm 37 verse 8 said, refrain from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not yourself. It tends only evil. Refrain from anger, people. It'll help situations. All right? I try my best to stay away from anger. Because I don't like it. Whoever is slow to anger, that's Proverbs 14 verse 29. Whoever is slow to anger has great understanding, but he who has a hasty temper exalts folly. All right, so those of you who slow to anger, hats off to you all. You all have great understanding, and you all could control yourself, and you all know better. All who's hasty, please try to listen, try to learn from what I'm trying to say. You might need to seek help or look at within yourself and try to, find solutions concerning your anger. James 1 verse 19 to 20 said, know this, my beloved brothers, let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. For the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God. So it's all there in the Bible. Bible verses letting you know that anger is not a solution. Be slow to anger. It doesn't solve anything. You know. Be slow to speak and slow to anger. It's right there in the Bible. Try not to go off on people. You send the wrong message. People doesn't want to be, a lot of people doesn't want to be people who are wrong, people who are angry all the time, who gets angry for sometimes nothing, misunderstandings, you know. Words of anger is not healthy to any relationship. So one of my quotes are, anger doesn't solve anything, as I've been saying before. It builds nothing. Of course it does not build anything. But can only destroy everything. Remember that. Anger doesn't solve anything. It builds nothing. And it could destroy everything. My other quote is, it's a lot easier to be angry at someone than it's to tell them you're hurt. It's a lot easier to be angry. But you need to channel your anger in different ways. Hold your anger. Don't even try to channel it anyway. Just let somebody know you're hurt. And let's try to resolve the problem. Alright. And my third one is, be careful of your words. Once they are said, they can only be forgiven, not forgotten. Yes, people. So be slow to anger, right? It's not healthy. So I want to thank you all for being locked on to Positive Vibe this Monday. Don't forget we're going to work out on Saturday. Sorry, I'm jumping to Saturday. Work out on Wednesday, all right? Wow, I'm just skipping across the week. All right. We're going to be working out on Wednesday, work out Wednesday. Come prepared to work out. Let's get the body healthy. You know what I mean? It helps stimulate the mind. One long-term strategy for anger includes exercise. So all those who have little anger problems and stuff, you all can come join me to exercise on Wednesday from 11 o'clock, all right? Yes, man. So it's all good. Nice to have you all locked on. I am always honored to be here. Positive Vibe, you know, to talk to whoever want to join me, you know, and listen to whatever I got to say. I always feel good to come on and try to, you know, talk about something good. Try to leave something good for someone to think about, or that could help somebody, or have somebody think about certain things in their lives during the week, all right? So yeah, hope you all enjoy my little performance of Jerusalem. You know, I had to play a little something for you all, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, it's all good. You know, that is my place to go, you know, when things are not going right. Music. Yeah, man, it heals the soul, it relaxes the mind, you know, and I don't try to get angry at all, you know. So yeah, so it's all good, people. You all be good, you all be blessed, you know. Always show love, be kind to one another, and always try to help somebody out there. All right, you all be blessed. The harp is in the house, and I'll see you all on Wednesday, please God, for Workout Wednesday. Have a great day. Blessings.